There's something I didn't say in my last video. Why even hearing those words can make your chest tighten instead of sparking curiosity. And how that weight isn't because you're behind, but it's because everything is explained to you out of order. But what I didn't share is a quiet moment that changed how I saw myself. Because the shift didn't come from learning something new. It came from realizing something simple and honest. And it happened long before I felt confident. But once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it. Hi, I'm Lorna. And if you're watching this because something inside you knows you're not finished, but you don't quite know what that means as yet, I want you to stay with me. This isn't a hype story, and it's not a follow your dream speech. It's about the moment I stopped resisting the feeling that I wanted more and started listening to it instead. And this season is about what happens after you stop ignoring that feeling. For a long time, I thought wanting more meant I was ungrateful. I had done what I was supposed to do. I worked hard. I showed up. I built a life that looked complete from the outside. So when that quiet restlessness kept surfacing, I tried to dismiss it. I told myself I should be satisfied by now. This phase of my life is a quiet phase, and wanting more at this stage is actually unrealistic. And yet, that feeling didn't leave, but it didn't shout. It didn't demand. It just waited. That moment when I realized I wasn't done yet wasn't dramatic. There was no announcement, no sudden clarity, no lightning bolt. And it wasn't a thought that asked me, what should I do next? It was simply this. Why does pretending this restlessness isn't there? And why does it drain me more than acknowledging it? That question stopped me because I realized something important in that moment. The exhaustion I felt wasn't actually from learning new things. It was from resisting the truth that I still wanted to grow and I still expected more from myself. That was a shift. I'm not starting over, but I'm not done yet, and I'm building what comes next. I wasn't behind. I wasn't late. I wasn't failing at retirement or reinvention. I was simply in a new chapter that didn't come with a script. And that's when it clicked. Digital marketing wasn't the scary part. The scary part was allowing myself to say, I'm not finished, because once you say that, you can't unfeel the feeling that comes with it. And that's when movement quietly begins. And here's the one decision that changed everything for me. I decided to stop waiting until I felt ready and gave myself permission to begin while still unsure, which means I was giving myself permission to fail. That single decision is what made starting feel lighter because I wasn't carrying the pressure of having to know everything anymore and getting it all right. I wasn't trying to solve my future. I was only allowing myself to take the next honest step. Here's what no one talks about. When you start something new, doubt often shows up first because by now you've learned to be responsible and measured and thoughtful. You don't just jump into things anymore. You don't try things just to see. You pause, you weigh the cost, you think it through. So when the idea of beginning again appears, it can quietly stir self-doubt and uncertainty. You start asking, why now? What's wrong with me? Shouldn't I be past this stage? But that doesn't mean you failed. It means your identity is stretching, making room for the next version of you. And this is why most beginners skip this part. They think clarity should come first, confidence should come first, and they think uncertainty is not in the game. So they wait, and while they wait, everything feels heavier. But what I learned is this: clarity usually comes after permission, not before it. And movement creates understanding, not the other way around. Let me be honest with you. Admitting I wasn't done yet was uncomfortable. It challenged how I saw myself. It disrupted the idea that I have arrived at a place of retirement. And while I didn't have everything in place, I just let the thought sit there. Because sometimes the bravest thing isn't action, it's simply acknowledgement. Now, if you're watching this and something feels familiar, that quiet restlessness, that heaviness when you hear of new possibilities, the sense that a part of you wants more, I want you to hear me real clearly. That feeling isn't asking you to hurry. It's asking you to stop pretending it's not there. You don't need to know where it leads to as yet. You only need to stop telling yourself that feeling is wrong. I didn't figure out everything right away. I didn't suddenly feel confident, and I definitely didn't have a clear plan at the beginning. But what changed was me giving myself permission. And that permission became the ground where everything else grew from. So if you take nothing else from this episode, let it be this. You don't need certainty to begin listening to yourself. You don't need to have perfect clarity to honor curiosity. And you don't need permission from anyone to want more and to go after it. Sometimes the most honest sentence you can say is, I'm not done yet. Because when your nervous system feels safe, your mind stops fighting you and forward movement become possible again. Now in my next video, I will share the simple reset that helped me stop spiraling and start moving forward without pressure. Until then, I'm Lorna, and I'll see you in the next video.